the implications of G0? Well, I mean, the biggest implication is that we will no longer see U.S.-led global institutions, right? The IMF or the World Bank or Bretton Woods or, sort of all of this architecture that was created by the United States to be global, that's done. It's over. Now, going forward, what are the choices? You can either have U.S.-led institutions that aren't global, or you can have other institutions that are not U.S.-led, or you can have neither, right? Now, from the American perspective, the right answer is U.S.-led institutions that aren't global. Let me give you an example. We're all concerned about climate, right? Some of us more, some of us less, but we're all concerned about it. We all now understand it is an issue that we should be dealing with. We've now seen a number of global summits on climate. Copenhagen, I start the book with that, Durban, Cancun. How many global summits do we need to have that end in complete failure before we understand that global summits will not accomplish anything, right? The answer to that is stop doing global summits, right? The answer to that is find a coalition of the willing, find a smaller group of like-minded countries that can do something. It won't be ideal, it won't be optimal, but it will be something. And if you do it soon, maybe there'll be adaptation. If you wait, maybe it'll be mitigation. If you wait longer, it will be geoengineering, but it will be something, right? On trade, we are starting to get this joke. We understand as Americans that we are done with doing global trade deals. They won't work. And so instead of pushing for Doha, which no one talks about in Washington anymore, we talk about the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, a smaller group of like-minded countries to do deeper trade arrangements. The US, Mexico, Canada, Japan, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand. Now, you go and talk to my friend Bob Zoellick down at the World Bank, and he'll tell you he doesn't like TPP. He doesn't like TPP because he thinks even that is too ambitious. It's too hard to get done. It won't work. He'd rather see a US-Japan FTA. It's an interesting perspective. The point is, smaller, more like-minded, get something done. The G0 lesson, do not allow the great to be the enemy of the good geopolitically. Do not allow that. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. And we need to see coalitions of the willing, not just on Afghanistan and Iraq. We need to see coalitions of the willing on economic statecraft and on cybersecurity and on monetary policy and on trade and on climate, and keep going and keep going. That's what we need. That is an honest-to-God policy recommendation. That's where we need to go. So that's, kind of the direction I think that we might see the world head. But it's going to take time.